The dawn of a new era. At the start of the century, India was booming. Be it industry, agriculture, education, business, the list was endless. For the Department of Post, it was everyday action from the front, providing postal, banking and insurance services to the common man. But now, the private sector has also joined the race. The post offices spread over 150,000 villages across the country encountered intense competition from new generation private courier companies, from the banking sector and from the insurance companies. Undeterred, they rose to the challenges. With the surge in overall growth, post offices moved far ahead from basic service providers to most sought-after multitasking service providers. Today, they have collaborations with NABARD, State Bank of India, HDFC and others to deliver their financial services in addition to conveying mail from far and wide. The Government of India launched the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, popularly known as NREGS, in 2006 to provide a minimum assured employment every year to the poorest of the poor, who account for about 26% of the country's over 1 billion population. The scheme was intended to create not only assets in rural areas with special emphasis on land development, water harvesting, irrigation and other such activities, but also to curtail migration of labor from villages. The government of Andhra Pradesh joined hands with the Department of Post by taking advantage of the vast network of post offices spread over the state in order to effectively implement the NREGS by prompt disbursement of wages to the beneficiaries in the villages. The scheme was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, and the UPA chairperson, Srimati Sonia Gandhi, on 2nd February 2006 at Banlapalli village in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh. This inspired hope to millions of people in the rural areas. The signature line being, assured employment, assured wages. The focal point of the scheme is enhancement of livelihood security of the households in rural areas of the country by providing at least 100 days of guaranteed wage employment in every financial year to every household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual labor. After the jobs are completed, the wages to the beneficiaries are paid through the local post offices. The NPDO issues the wage list of all completed works in the form of a pay order, listing the names, job card numbers, savings bank account numbers and job IDs to the post offices. The post offices in turn ensure speedy processing of the disbursement of wages to the beneficiaries on time, every time. As a result, as against the 20 lakh accounts handled by the post offices from 1947 to 2005 before the introduction of NREGS, 97 lakh savings bank accounts were opened in post offices across the state in the past few years, and it is still growing. The habit of thrift was gradually inculcated among the beneficiaries. This resulted in their taking up RPLI policies. Presently, there are 152,124 RPLI policy holders from among NREGS workers. All the beneficiaries of NREGS are now getting wages directly credited into their savings accounts opened in over 14,862 post offices spread across 22 districts of Andhra Pradesh. This enables them to receive timely payment of their due wages without delay. The impact has been noticeable. The NREGS post office network has brought varied benefits to workers' lives. The most important has been a reduction in the need to migrate for work. Under the program, work can be availed at the minimum wage in their own villages, while the Rural Development Department takes decisions relating to nature of works and fund management and puts in place the monitoring systems and social audit. The post offices spread over the villages, including the remotest corners, ensure that the money thus received from NREGS is diligently and promptly disbursed to the workers. To enable this to happen, the post officers also take care of several back office operations in close liaison with the functionaries of the Rural Development Department at the grassroots level. This includes opening of savings bank accounts and issuance of passbooks to every NREGS wage earner. Conveying of huge amount of cash over the last mile to village post offices for prompt disbursement. Ensuring adequate staff support at the paying office to effect wage disbursement promptly. Ensuring supply of adequate quantity of stationery. Providing training and orientation at different levels of operations to over 15,000 staff members in order to enable them to respond to the concerns of the NREGS workers. High level of coordination among all grades of functionaries. The Department of Posts is one of the few organizations in the service sector that plays an important and constructive role in the lives of the rural people. Partnering with NREGS, the village post office has itself become a socially relevant and a vibrant organization, adding to its existing trust and credibility among the vast majority of rural households. And to do this, the post offices strive to optimize their services with ingenuity, all with clock-like precision. As huge amounts are involved, it is imperative to evaluate if it reached the target group for whom it is meant for on time. All stages of NREGS work, from registration of workers to issue of job cards, preparation of work estimates, muster rolls and payments to workers are computerized. Since the computer system is tightly integrated end to end, any work registered in the system is alive, status visible and amenable to tracking. Delays at any stage, if any, are immediately tracked and rectified. The rural post offices in Andhra Pradesh have been able to curtail leakages in money reaching the poor. With strong administrative backing, there is little scope for any misappropriation of funds, while the government can track how much money actually reached the rural workers. The workers themselves receive wages on time with clear proof of transactions by way of passbook entries. What has happened in Andhra Pradesh is a new thrust towards transparency and accountability that is helping in transforming rural governance on one side and empowering millions of poor people through prompt dispersal of their wages. The Ministry of Rural Development, Government of India, has now replicated this success model all over the country. Among the village folk, there is a sense of ownership, pride in feeling empowered as they get paid on time, and a conviction that they earn rightfully what is theirs and that the wages are as per law and paid promptly by their village postmaster. In its role as the disbursement agency, India Post is playing a significant part in improving the economic conditions in remote rural areas. It has made a huge impact on the lives of the poor landless laborers by delivering services at their doorstep. India Post, bringing smiles to their lives.